Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Sonia from True Soul Intuition, and we're here today to do a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, who is coming towards you in love for the month of December. I'm going to see how you're dealing with things, get detail on the situation, and then an overall spiritual message via a shamanic medicine card. And I'll quickly run through my disclaimers. This is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. If it does, it's awesome. If it doesn't, then feel free to explore any amazing tarot reader out there. Please apply common sense if you are triggered or deeply resonate with this message, as it's a collective energy message and not specific to your story, even though it may feel like it. Cross watchers, please watch with your own discretion and realize that you may see, hear or find out things that you may not want to see, hear or know, and that's completely up to you to watch this. Usually the message will play out from your perspective a lot of the times anyway. What else? Roles can be reversed. So I may refer to a card as being you. You may see that card as being the other person or the situation, so feel free to switch it however it fits, but don't try and force it to fit, guys. Don't force it. If it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And lastly, this is a timeless reading, so even though I'm posting it here for December, you may watch it sometime next year and it completely resonate with your story. And that's how spirit works. It's the right message at the right time. And okay, guys, I'm just going to let you know that I'm running a special for the month of December, and that is $40 private readings for a full reading. So if you would like a private reading from me, feel free to contact me via my email, which I'll leave below, my Facebook page, which I'll also leave below, and or just comment, leave a message in the comments, and I will get you all the relevant information you may want to know. I'm doing that for the month of December, just in this holiday season, while everybody may need to still have their money, but yet need spiritual guidance at the same time. So that's my service to the light for this holiday season. Okay, guys, Taurus, we're just going to see where you're at. We're going to get straight into it, guys. Just have to run through all the, the spiel. Run through all the formalities of a reading. But, I read cards intuitively and from the book sometimes if I feel like that directly is what I'm told to do or called to do, or I'll just, give you the actual literal meaning of what I believe it is. And that's just how I read tarot. It's more intuitive than actual, by the book. So we're just going to see where Taurus is, please. Can I have the current energy of Taurus? The month of December, and how they are in love, how they feel about love, how they're coping with love. Can I have an energy card for Taurus for the month of December, how they feel in love, how they're dealing with love. Whoa, that was interesting. That's never happened before. It's a bit weird. Okay, they both came out in reverse, but it's interesting. Taurus, the fates and go the distance. This is the fates and go the distance. Both came out in reverse, so just let me see what I'm getting from these. 17 breaking down to an 8, being on the right path. 47 breaking down to 11, manifesting. Master number. Okay, guys, the fates is about allowing destiny to unfold here naturally without interfering. It's almost like a witness type of energy, where you're witnessing events happening, you're seeing events happening, and you're not interfering or trying to control the outcome. It's almost like an allowing of something to, it'll be what it'll be. Basically, it's like, oh well, let go and let God, kind of sort of aspect here. But in reverse, you may be actually working against the outcome that you want. So I'll turn these up the way that they came out. And the Fates is actually quite a good card. It's like a card of surrender and trusting and believing that the cosmic law will bring you what you need in your life. And the Fates in reverse is almost like a disbelief that anything will actually flow your way the way it should. And kind of not surrendering and not allowing. It's being very not receptive. Okay. Which is a pity because, you know, upright, the Fate's upright, which it can be turned. That's the thing, guys. Free will. You can actually choose to turn this upright, right? I can read these cards anyway. They could come out reverse and I could decide to read it upright. Now, I'm just giving you what it means in reverse, but it's not going to stay there because I'm going to give you a reason why. And here we go. In reverse, which is the complete opposite to letting go and surrendering and not being receptive. Not being receptive towards whatever's coming in, you know, not allowing it. And that's because here something's broken down. Something broke. Go the distance. Didn't go the distance. Something didn't go the distance. Something went too hard and fast, and literally it's like almost like fragmenting and breaking apart as it's trying to. It's almost like okay, I heard that. Thank you. It's almost like you had a set image in your head and you couldn't move past it. And in fact, you may have been manifesting forward this belief and lack of longevity, because it's almost like you haven't been allowing things to go the distance. You know, you've been cutting it off short. You've been in a mindset where, you know, you're not believing in yourself, literally. Not believing in yourself. Now, if I was to turn these cards upright, which is actually what I feel like I want to do. I don't want to really read any of these cards in reverse. But I read them in reverse as a warning to you about doing this. About trying to control things that you're not supposed to control. About cutting short longevity of relationships or things that you're trying to manifest forward. Maybe you're rushing too fast and it's the vision or the image that you want falls to pieces. Now in reverse, back upright, out of reverse, going forward here, Taurus, the Fates. And the Fates are about letting go and letting God. So it's about allowing things to unfold naturally without trying to disrupt it, without trying to distort it. That's like the Fates is like destiny. You know what I mean? You want to go towards your destiny in a loving way, in a compassionate way, in a forgiving way. Okay? If you go towards destiny with a negative mindset of not being receptive, not being open, not being allowing, all you do is cut your own legs off. Do you understand what I mean here? So you have to actually allow things to unfold naturally the way that they should, so that you get longevity here, so that you don't lose yourself in the race to the finish line. And it's just about like, you want something here, you want it here, and you want it now, and you'll do whatever it takes to go the distance to cross that finish line. But you have to remember that when you're allowing destiny to unfold before you, you have to realize that you cannot take shortcuts to get to the end. You cannot rush fate. Fate has its own time. Fate is about divine timing. So you have to allow things to go the distance on their own. And if it's supposed to go the distance, it will. That's the thing. But you can't just keep trying to control the outcome here. You have to allow it to unfold. Okay. So we're just going to get an animal spirit card and see how you're dealing with your emotions. See where your mindset is at. How you're feeling about love. Thinking about love for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Feeling and thinking about love. December. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. The collective of Taurus, Sun, Rising and Venus. Okay. Alright guys. Let's see where you're at emotionally. Where's Taurus at emotionally? I knew it was going to come out in the pre-shuffle. I saw this so many times for you guys. I knew it was going to come out. And it's interesting because the unicorn came out. And this went flying on the ground. Something flew away from you. But, guys, in the same respect, something that was supposed to go the distance went distant. Literally distance. The way that this card flew away from the unicorn, it was almost like a repelling of this owl energy. But what's interesting here is that you are the unicorn, Taurus. You know, this is the element of spirit. I feel this is you. Unicorn, I'm feeling unique, genuine. But the unicorn is about a fully awakening within the divine feminine energy within the moon. So it's clarity. Okay. Well, okay, they just said read the book. I will read the unicorn because I like to read the spirit ones because they've got a connection to the chakras. And yeah, the unicorn itself doesn't come out very often, but I saw it coming out even in the pre-shuffle because I like to get a gist of what's going on here. So, ooh, I'm pretty sure this is the, yeah, this is the, what chakra is the unicorn connected to? It's the crown, the third eye, which makes sense because look where that unicorn's horn is coming right out of the third eye. So in the extension, and it says reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. It's difficult to see, hear or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago. The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes and no, maybe, and is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it like a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp. Oops, changed it. Something more. You are the unicorn and you have begun your quest for the answers. Ooh, yeah, that's the third eye chakra it's related to. Okay, guys. Did I say something about fate? Here we are. The reason why it came out in reverse and why it's showing me the unicorn is because you've been questioning it. Questions, 5 million questions pouring out. Why did I end up here? Why am I here right now? How did this happen to me? I had such a good image of where I wanted to go here, but for some odd reason, it hasn't worked out the way I wanted, and I don't understand what's wrong about me. Why am I so broken? Like, it's just like question after question after question, and you're literally starting to ask yourself the fundamental questions that trigger an awakening. It's like, who am I? Who do I want to be, and where do I want to be in the future? You know what I mean? You're waking up, but it's in a way that has been negative. It's like a negative event or a negative way of thinking has triggered you to think outside of your normal, very small circle. You know, it's like tapping into this moon energy, and the moon can itself be confusion, illusion, fear, but it's like you're starting to pierce through the veil. I just heard that, but like see the other side of things. Thank you. You're seeing the other side of what it could, you know, your responsibility here, your role to play here, your, you know, your actions, your own actions. You questioned your own actions there, Taurus. You know, I don't believe that you're very happy where you are right now. I feel like you have reached a place where you're just like, why am I here right now? Why am I here right now? Because the person that you want is at a distance. And the thing is, here's the owl energy and the cheetah. So the cheetah is very fast moving. The cheetah in this animal deck is the solar force, which is interesting, which is male energy. Okay, someone that's fast moving, someone that's I do like to go the distance, but for some odd reason it's almost like shortcuts, you know, or going too fast where they're losing themselves. And I feel like the person that's coming towards you literally came out where you came out at the same time. You both came out at the same time, basically, together. So for me, it was originally about thinking that you weren't going the distance, or you wanted things to have a lot more longevity here. That's the word I'm getting, longevity, like a length of relationship, or a vision that you were going towards. But, you know, instead of it being this fulfillment, it was like lackluster. It didn't work out the way you wanted. And because of the mindset that you were in of just not believing in yourself, or allowing the energy to actually come towards you, you're kind of like repelling this person away from you. You literally repelled this owl ran away after the unicorn came out, because, you know, when you are the unicorn but you're in a confused state, it's like you don't know who you are, but you know things that you should be doing, but yet you're not being able to attain them here. And it's literally the same thing, really. You have to start allowing yourself to see things a lot more clearly, because the person that you're dealing with is coming forward with the element of air. So they could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and they are the owl. You know, the owl energy is actually really beautiful energy. This is seeing in the dark. This is the guardian. This is precision vision, is what I call it. Precision vision is like very focused, orientated, orientated, yeah, focused type of energy, but very, you know, nocturnal. You're both nocturnal, by the way. There's a lot of darkness. And here's the unicorns and the moon, and the owl comes awake at night. Yeah, it's interesting that you're both sort of weirdly, because you're coming with the third eye, and this owl is about vision. Weirdly mirroring each other in very different ways. I feel like your owl is at a distance, that you are not together. Just the way that the cards are coming out, and the way this owl literally flew away from the unicorn, almost like ran away. And it's like, it's all, sorry, I was like, don't poke me with your horn, don't take jabs at me, don't poke me, you know, with your third eye. It's like they have a very set vision, but this person may have rushed it, or rushed ahead without preparing, because they thought they knew what they were getting themselves into, but something went awry here. So this person clearly sees you. That's the difference. They definitely see you, or they have a more clearer mindset on who you are, and you're very, you know, you're the unicorn, you're very unique. But the thing is about the unicorn is that you're kind of questioning yourself, your own decisions. It's a lot of overthinking right now, because, you know, the fates came out in reverse. So it tells me there is a slight negative aspect to how you're thinking about things. So let's see the energy that these two share. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and the person coming towards them in love. Let's see what energy they share, please, Spirit. Okay, Beaver. That came out like, I don't know. I'm just going to read it upright. But the beaver is about home. It's of the earth element. You know, this would be you, Taurus. creating your space. You know, the beaver's quite homely. They make big, beautiful homes over the dams. They dam the water. It's like, but for me, it's like you're both. It's water element, actually. Okay. You're both. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's not of the earth elements, of the water element. For some odd reason, I was feeling earth. But, you know, this is Taurus, so Taurus is an earth element. So, obviously, Taurus, this is more you than anything else. And this is that you are both trying to feel by not feeling what you feel for each other. You know what I mean? It's like you're both trying to act like you don't feel it. Trying to act like a beaver, like blocking up the dam instead of allowing the flow, you know, the flow, you know, it's like the fates allowing it to just flow to you. You're sort of like redirecting where the water goes. So it's almost like distracting yourself from the true essence of what needs to be felt or done here. And that's actually allowing yourself to feel more than block it. So don't block your emotions here. I think you just need to, like, you know, a process of healing is by allowing yourself to feel these energies and to let them pass through you and out of you. That's how you release them. It's actually to feel them, be in a state of feeling the energy, however you feel about this person, you know, and then release it. And the thing is, once you start releasing it, you actually have more room to know where you need to go here. Can I have one more card, please, for the energies of this year? Yeah. Nightingale, that's coming forward with the element of air, another bird. So birds about messages, guys. And the nightingale has the sweetest song. It's sitting on a blue moon. You see that? Sitting on a blue moon. Speak your truth, Taurus. Speak your truth. Express yourself, Madonna. You know, you've got to make it. Express yourself. Hey, 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 hey. And if you want it right now, better show him how. Express what he's got. Baby, ready or not. Express himself. Yeah. So, I don't know. I think I sing that wrong. I never ever know how to sing that song properly. But I'm just saying here, Taurus, that it's time to express how you feel about somebody. The nightingale is actually really beautiful energy. It's sweet, sweet music. You know, it's like sweet. I'm just hearing sweet, loving messages from your heart space. You know what I mean? Alright, we'll get some detail on this for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, current situation, and the person that they're dealing with, and any detail that Spirit wants to be known here about this current situation. Oh, okay, for some odd reason, I'm hearing All Falls Down by Kanye West. When it all falls down. Yeah, it all falls down. Oh my gosh. So if the tower doesn't come out, there must have been a tower moment that's happened here, because it feels like this could have been why you're at a distance, because something broke. You know what I mean? Maybe a breakup. It's like a sudden change, but in a way that's not. It doesn't feel good. A tower doesn't feel good, but the thing is, the tower itself is a blessing in disguise. And I'm only saying that in the moment it feels like crap, but afterwards the insight that you get from it is actually really amazing. And you get to rebuild that tower again with better foundations. So the next time it gets hit, it won't fall as bad. You know, it won't crumble to the ground. It'll be stronger. So we'll get some detail, please. Thank you. Yeah, okay, yeah. Competition, conflict. See how we were talking about a tower? Well, this is about even just building the foundations of it. You know, this is actually, for me, this always feels like a hard work that's sort of like teamwork to build. They want to build something, but they just can't agree on what it is that they're building. And it's like, they're saying, no, let's put this over here. And then you're like, no, over here. And then this person's like, no, why don't we put this over here? I have a better way of doing it. And then, it's like a lot of back and forth, but never truly happy where these wands are going. And in fact, because of the fact that it's such a mess about not being able to agree, nothing's actually getting built here. Competition and conflict. So I want to do a love reading, please. So there's definitely been some kind of breakup, guys, and I know this sucks, but I feel like this person's coming back around, because I feel like for some odd reason I put that nightingale on their side, and it feels like they are going to come forward and tell you messages of love. And recognizing here that there's been a conflict that's happening or happened or about to happen, and it's just showing me that there were no sturdy foundations before. Yeah, here's the Justice card. Okay, that's a Libra card. So it's there was conflict, but now justice is being brought to this situation. So this is like truth, the sword of truth, the scales of justice. So it's about bringing balance and speaking the truth, knowing the truth, finding out the truth, dealing within a balanced system, within the law system. It's about authority. I just heard truth overcomes it all for you guys. So to avoid the conflict, to avoid this constant disagreeing, constant, in-house fighting, basically, it's time to actually speak the truth here about how you see things, feel things, want things. Find balance within yourself. Justice is about really finding mental balancement, and bringing justice to a situation, balance to a situation that may have not been, for some odd reason. I'm looking at this card and it's giving me failure to launch. You know what I mean? It's like you were trying to build a boat, but you couldn't even start building this boat, which is unfortunate here. And there has been some kind of injustice or some kind of imbalancement here. That's why the Justice card stepped forward, because it's about, finding the truth and finding the balance in this situation. Why was everything in such big conflict all the time? Why? Who's coming towards Taurus in love for the month of December, please? Situation. Can we have some positive messages for Taurus, please? I'll be honest, guys. I'm getting a lot of I'm getting quite tired and body pain. So, you guys, I think you are actually in pain and suffering in this separation, not feeling good, I'm feeling drained, and like I just want to sleep. You know what I mean? Like it's maybe a bit of depression, but something's definitely ended here when the truth was spoken. And it ended suddenly. Yeah. Death came in and ended something. So this is about purging, repelling something drastic. Something quite drastic here. But that's two major arcanas together, justice and death. It's almost like, this truth was spoken, and then that was the end of it. It's like off with your head. And it's quite an extreme way of dealing with the situation. But obviously something had to end here to bring balance and truth forward. So it's just showing that once this came forward, that something abruptly ended. Maybe a relationship. Maybe you just decided that you weren't going to take anybody's crap anymore, because this feels like a group setting. You know what I mean? This is like a group setting here, And it's like you're going into the courtroom with all these people and they've all vocalized the truth, and then you're like, you know, the judge has decided, okay, your sentence is death. You know, it's over. I just heard it's over. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Here we have the Hanged Man with this death card. Okay. Another major arcana, guys, which tells me that there's big shifts in relationships. The death card right here by the Justice card, it just feels kind of brutal, and it shouldn't have played out that way. Could be why the fate was in reverse. Something ended up happening. It was pretty brutal. I'm just feeling like really harsh, you know, things that were said really harshly. And the Hanged Man here is being stuck. You know how we're talking about the unicorn here, and the fact that this person is sort of like asking questions. And the thing is, the hangman is willingly hanging there. He's deciding to look at things from a better perspective. And I feel like this is you, Taurus. So after something ended, now you're really, really, really looking at things. And you're in deep contemplation. But not being able to move forward. You're kind of just stuck in this situation. It's like almost like a loop. Let me see a couple of messages for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising about who's coming towards their love. I'm just going to let you know that I'm seeing the Six of Swords every time I break the deck. Oh, it's right underneath. So you may have moved on. You may have decided to move on here to calmer waters. Emotionally, you know, you're being the beaver and you're sort of like channeling your emotions other places, and you're just moving forward. You're organizing yourself within your mindset because you're asking a lot of questions. Why, who, when, what. And here's the Star here. And the Hermit. See, the Hermit reminds me of the go the distance, but like at a distance. You may be dealing with Aquarius, and the Hermit is a Virgo. So the thing is, you've moved on, and now you're starting this healing phase. The Star can be about wish fulfillment, but it also can be about healing. And it's like you're soothing your emotions and your physical life at the same time. You know, you're replenishing yourself right in this moment. And you may have actually had to go deep within to find out why. You know, because you're in this deep contemplative way of being, and you want to know why you're feeling this way, why. You know, the Hermit can represent the dark night of the soul. So maybe you may have sort of, it's like seeking though. It's like you're seeking the answers deep within yourself. Finding out how you tick maybe. And it's a good, sometimes we have to withdraw from things, or you feel really disconnected. It's probably, you want healing here. It's almost like you haven't had closure. Thank you. Closure, yeah. And you feel distant, yeah, okay. Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups with the Sun, okay. This came out like this, right on this here. I'm just going to leave it like that because I feel like it should come out like that. Oh, the Ace of Cups. I don't know why I said Pentacles. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, because of the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Sorry. Page of Pentacles. You've moved on. You realise that in moving on, you've missed out on an opportunity for a solid offer to come forward, or you're the younger earth sign, or you're dealing with another person, a younger earth sign. But this is usually about messages, a good message, but a solid offer is usually what it is. It's usually someone quite studious. You know, they're a student, they're learning, they want to be more educated. You may have decided moving on, you are now going to pursue some type of education in yourself. I'm just putting that out there. And that you're trying to heal, but in the same respect, to heal, sometimes you have to go within, and you feel kind of disconnected. But I'll tell you what, right here at the end, the Ace of Cups with the Sun, new love is coming in, or a renewal of love, or a new love offer is coming forward. Definitely some kind of solid offers coming forward once you get out of like this whole deal up here with the conflict and the justice, death, and the hanged man. Because once you start looking at things, once you get a little stuck, once and start looking at things from a high perspective, you start moving on and healing the situation, but you still feel slightly disconnected from this person. You feel a disconnection. But then all of a sudden, an offer of love comes in with the Ace of Cups, which leads to your happiness. It's like, it's like grey skies and then sun. You know what I mean? And it's because you're going through the Star and the Hermit energy, which is going deep within and healing like internal struggles and trauma. I heard trauma. So I'm going to ask to clarify the Ace of Cups. What is the Ace of Cups? Who is offering the Ace of Cups here? The Hierophant. Oh, they came out in reverse though. Because usually it can be like commitment, marriage. But it's kind of saying whoever's coming forward is not your usual type. But this is also Taurus, by the way. This is the Taurus card, the Hierophant. And I don't want to read it like that. Not for Taurus. Maybe you're just not, love is coming forward, but you're just not ready for it here. I heard I am ready for love, but it's like I'm not ready for love. Like you just sort of want to be sort of like, well, I just want to be on my own right now. I just want to deal with, and someone may have come forward, someone that you might have, here's the Magician here, wanted to manifest forward, but it's not time for you to be in a committed relationship. You just sort of, I just think girls just want to have fun. Okay, so it's like while I'm sort of healing right now, I'm kind of healing right now, so I don't really have time for new love, but it's something that you actually wanted because you have those three together like that. But you're just not in the right frame of mind. You're not in your normal, solid, steady self here. That's why the Hierophant's in reverse. Because I think usually you'd be quite solid. If someone comes forward, offers love, you're like, Taurus is like, yeah, I'm down for love. I'm down for love. They're the homebodies. They're the ones that the epitome of home and family, and that's what you want. You're manifesting that love and family, happiness. You're in that Magician, that unicorn frame of mind, but some odd reason you're just like, but I'm not quite ready for love yet. So you kind of just want to have fun. You just want to go out and maybe have a bit of drinks and a bit of party time, and just I'm just hearing there's a lot of socializing, lots of chats, music in the background, so you might just want to sort of go out there and play the scene. But there's definitely someone coming forward. Four of Swords here, just coming out of a resting or not resting, because I think Spirit's saying that you're not allowing yourself to organize your mind. You're sort of distracting it. It's like you're channeling your emotions to other places so you can distract yourself from what's really going on here. So what's any advice that Spirit can give Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, please? Any advice Spirit can give? Yeah, King of Cups. Knight of Cups, sorry. Knight of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely having someone coming forward. Definitely having someone coming forward. There's another message here. A messenger. You have a lot of messages coming towards you. The Knight of Cups. You may be a Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancer. Offering love. Offering a cup of love. But you're kind of like not ready for commitment, or this person's wanting to come forward but not ready to get serious. Sort of just want to love you but not. But that's all right. I think to be honest, Taurus, you're all right to just sort of just have friends. Yeah, because I just said I don't want to stress you out. Yeah, I don't want to stress you out. But Nine of Swords is about. And upright is about sleepless nights, anxiety, overthinking. But in reverse, it's just like, Yeah, I just want to have fun right now. I don't want to fully commit. I don't want to be like stuck in a traditional type of relationship. I don't want to be stressed out about people coming towards me with messages of love offers actually. Because you're just going to wait for the right one, I feel. I feel like you're waiting for the right one. Yeah. Okay, Five of Pentacles in reverse. You're getting a lot of reverse energy. So things may have already happened, but usually this is being out in the cold, being penniless, being poor, being homeless. And this one here landed on this Page of Pentacles. So you're definitely, yeah, I think you're going to better yourself so that you're like career-wise. I think you're going to really focus on career. You know, getting a future here, because you don't want to be penniless and poorless. You know, it's like coming in from the cold. One more, please. One more for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. Now the Three of Cups in reverse, guys. What was happening? This is usually the third parties. There may have been somebody else. Yeah, look underneath the deck. Look, guys, I was just about to flip it and some of these cards fell out. Yeah, interesting, like 2 cards that did fall out and what I'm seeing here. So there may have been like some kind of heartache, a betrayal here. Third party energy. Three of Cups and upright is usually about celebrations, community, you know, friendships, but in reverse, it's usually about third parties, a third person. Yeah, the opposite of happiness. And then you have the 3 at the bottom. But what's interesting to me, and the Devil card here, that's being bound, toxic behavior as well. Maybe a toxic relationship here. But that's why you know, it's just showing me a little bit of history here. But that's why it was showing me the fact that you didn't want to settle down right now. You don't want to be stressed out. You just sort of want to have a bit of love in your life, but nothing too serious. And how you're waiting for the proper offer of love into a happy family. You know, manifesting that forward by sort of bettering yourself, because I think you may be looping the third party thing in your head too much. It's like toxic thinking, toxic behavior, feeling bound to somebody, but it's really a really toxic type of energy. And here we go here. This is how the cards came out. But this is the 9 of Pentacles in reverse and the 9 of Wands in reverse. So I'm going to tell you right now, the 9 of Pentacles upright is usually when she's the Empress in the minor cards. Basically, she's abundant. She's got it made. She's got 9 Pentacles. She is all she's missing is that 1 Pentacle, the Ace of Pentacles, the solid offer to come forward to create the 10 of Pentacles, which is the happily ever after. So this is someone that's single. But in reverse, this person's single, but they kind of don't feel worthy. You know, they don't have money. They don't have much right now. They're not feeling abundant. And the person that you're dealing with or coming towards you in love, Taurus. And I'm sorry, this is kind of negative for you. But it's like they're really heavily burdened and guarded. They've like, all I'm just seeing is a lot of guarding like that. They hide behind their, you know, it's like them coping mechanisms, their walls. This is like a blockage type of card. So someone's very burdened, someone's very wounded, acting wounded, feeling wounded, being wounded. So this could be you. But I feel like this is you here with the Pentacles, that's of the earth element, not feeling abundant right now. But the thing is, the person that's coming towards you doesn't feel good either. But I can tell you this, even though you don't want to commit or anything like that, it almost feels like you don't want to be on your own. You want that Page of Pentacles here, solid offer to come forward, so that you get your 10 of Pentacles, you get your Sun, which is happiness, happily ever after. So we're just going to get a shamanic medicine card for you guys, really quick. Can I please have a shamanic medicine card for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in love for the month of December? Overall message from Spirit, please. Okay. All right. for the... Oh, straight away, upper world in reverse, though. 59, breaking down to 14, which is 5, which is conflict. So we'll read the upper world for you guys. Blue is the colour of communication. That's an L, by the way, coming forward. Who came forward as an L energy before, by the way? Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Okay, guys. So the medicine for the upper world is... And I love this colour. This is quite beautiful. Ask your divine helpers for guidance. If the oracle has already spoken to you, do not ask for more guidance. Take what has been offered. Now you must deal with the lethargy and the idleness. Well, we know you're feeling that way. While support for a new destiny is not yet in place, a new destination is available to you if you act now. Okay, so let's just say Spirit saying don't dwell on the negative. Don't dwell on the negative here. Start taking, if you can't move forward, take insight and start taking action. Don't just sit idle in your thoughts here and move yourself into a toxic space and not allowing fate to flow towards you naturally. So it's just Taurus, and you cannot control the outcome of what people do and say. You can only control what you do and say, and it's time to act for yourself. Start communicating, expressing yourself towards this person and fixing the situation if that's what you truly want. And part of me feels like whatever happened here, you still love this person. That's why it feels so bad, why it feels so deep here. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it at that, and I hope that you resonate with this. If you do, please leave some feedback for me, like, share and comment, and take care. Bye.